Iran launched retaliatory missile and drone strikes into Israel this morning following Israel's attack on Iran's nuclear program.
The U.S. is assisting in Israel's defense, but denies any involvement in the initial attack. Israel's defense minister is warning that Tehran will burn if Iran continues to fire missiles towards Israel. Bradley Blackburn is joining us live now from the newsroom with the latest details on all of this. Bradley?
Doug, Elaine, this morning there are more reports of strikes in Iran and Israel. Iran, as you said, Doug, is warning it could take aim at U.S. military bases and ships if they try to stop Iran's missiles. And today, Israel's defense minister did have that declaration that if Iran's counterattack continues, quote, Tehran will burn.
Overnight, explosions lit up the sky over Tel Aviv as Iran launched another counterattack. The Israeli military urged civilians to take shelter as they intercepted the strikes with the Iron Dome system. The U.S. is assisting in the defense, but some weapons slipped through. The IDF said dozens of people have been injured, some seriously, and there are reports of some deaths. Dozens of sites have been targeted. At daybreak, first responders assess the damage. The intensifying conflict has the world worried about an all-out war. It ignited Friday when Israel attacked Iran's nuclear sites. Iran claimed hundreds were injured and at least 78 people were killed, including some top officials. Israel's attack had been in the works for months. Israeli media reports Israel's intelligence service, the Mossad, built a drone base inside Iran for the assault. This video released by Mossad showing Israeli soldiers on Iranian soil.
I do think what they're trying to do is to further illustrate how the Iranian regime has lost control of their country.
Crowds gathered in Tehran Saturday chanting death to Israel and death to America. Iran's supreme leader has vowed revenge, while Israel's prime minister appealed to the Iranian people.
We're also clearing the path for you to achieve your objective, which is freedom.
The U.S. says it is assisting with Israel's defense, but was not involved in the attack, insisting Israel took unilateral action against Iran.
President Trump does say he knew the attack was in the works, but he had publicly been appealing to Israel to hold off to let nuclear negotiations with Iran continue. The White House claims that talks scheduled for tomorrow are still on, despite the conflict. Elaine, Doug?
Bradley Blackburn live for us from the newsroom. Bradley, thank you. Meanwhile, here in the city, the NYPD is increasing security at some synagogues as volunteer paramedics and doctors from New York try to make their way to Tel Aviv. A volunteer rescue group shared the devastating video from central Israel as workers there search through rubble. The group's president is stuck in New York because Israeli airspace is closed.
How bad is it over there right now?
Iran is attacking the centers of Israel. It's not easy to see this. Entire buildings are destroyed from these hypersonic missiles that are launched towards Israel.
And now the NYPD is increasing security at Jewish cultural centers. We saw police stationed outside the Central Synagogue in Midtown. Some Jewish New Yorkers said they were skeptical of Israel's actions, while Iranian Americans we spoke with largely blamed leadership in Tehran.
My family are Baha'is, so they've been persecuting the Baha'is for a very, very long time. Nobody likes war, but hopefully this will open up some doors to some change.
I question it. I understand why they're doing it. If Iran had not been as belligerent with Israel, this would not have happened.
And stay with CBS News New York for the latest on this crisis in the Middle East, and you can get updates anytime on our website, cbsnewyork.com.